Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Today we're going to review and play There Is a Thief in My House VR, a game on both the Oculus Store, where it was originally released back in June, and the Steam Store, where it was just released a few days ago for the HTC Vive, Valve Index, and the Oculus Rift. This game normally retails for $11.99. It's now 10% off. I actually bought this on the Oculus Store back in August for $9.99. Long story short, I kind of do regret my purchase. I did not have fun playing this game. It is an ambitious title, so I almost hate to downvote this game because I could see the ambition, the thought process behind this game, and the time spent. This game has received several updates to add more content to it. And there is the bones to what could be a really good game in the future, but this is one of those things where I doubt this game will ever be good, but maybe the subsequent release by this developer that's more in-depth, maybe with a little bit more help, is a lot better, based on the same principles as this game. So this is basically different levels where you have different objectives. The main one is just stealing stuff, so some of it's just as easy as just finding the hidden object. So you have a world, you look around, you find the object, you grab it, it's off your list. And then there's other items where you have to sneak around to grab the item, when they're not looking. So usually they're either distracted because they're talking to a customer, or they're looking at their phone, so you just gotta find the right opportunity to take the item, avoid the cops when they're patrolling around. Then you have other objectives like this one. This is, I believe this is level 9. I believe it's the most in-depth mission, where you have several phases. First, you're casing the joint, you're casing the bank, and you take photos of the security guards, of the security cameras. But if you look at the gameplay, you see it's rather basic, rudimentary. You just point your phone in that direction. Doesn't even show like the actual photo mode that other games would have when using a phone in VR. It kind of takes out of the immersion, makes it look a little too basic. And then you have a choice of either putting on a firefighter's outfit or going loud and proud. Obviously, going loud and proud is more fun than the firefighter one. It's pretty stupid. I actually blew myself up in purpose just because I had already done that part with the, go in with the guns a-blazing, and it was just more fun that way. And so I knew what was going to happen next, so I just blew myself up. At least you can do that in this game. And as you can see, while you're driving around, you actually clip through several objects. It's not you driving around, it's your avatar buddy friend who drives you around, and you're going to clip through several items. There's actually one level where you're actually driving and the controls are horrible. Now in this game you do have full locomotion and you have smooth turning option as well. So that's good, but the gameplay is just too basic. And lastly, and this is the last level that I show, level 10, it's just very frustrating. I was able to beat the game. I'm going to say it took me roughly about 2 hours to beat the game, give or take. But the levels you can pick from range from being boring to being just okay. There's not one level I can say, wow, I really had fun playing that level. There's just not enough depth. There wasn't enough depth to the stealth portions. There wasn't enough depth to the gunfights, and you'll see here where this fire truck just goes through that blue truck there. It's issues like that that cause problems. One of the issues that I came across actually is during one of the thief portions, when you're supposed to steal all the items from a list, the farmer didn't spawn. So basically it was just a hidden object game from that point on. So I did several attempts because that farmer was pretty tough. He patrols rather aggressively around the farm, and I was having trouble with that level. I want to say that's level 6 maybe, or maybe level 7. But then the farmer didn't spawn, so I was able to easily beat the level because there was no patrol, and it was just a matter of finding a hidden object. So there's little air bugs and errors in this game like that really take you away from the fun, and it's pretty consistent. Another bug that I found was on that level that I showed. I believe it was level 8, where you're stealing stuff from the mall. There is an item there, the magic cube, and what happens is you find the magic cube, and it makes a sound like you found the right item, just like the same sound that you get from all the other items that get scratched off your list, except that the magic cube doesn't get scratched off your list. And the slice cake was also a little problematic because there's several slice cakes, but only one of them is one that you can take, and it took me a while to figure that out. Oh, slice cake is actually one of the customer's cake. It's not actually one of the cakes on the counter, which would have made more sense as far as trying to steal that. The gunplay is just too basic. It's actually rather boring. Now here it's just a matter of there's so many enemies and you have limited health and there's no way for you to replenish your health. So that's really the only difficulty, and you just go slowly around corners, shoot a lot, and hopefully you get past it. But it's just not fun, and I didn't have fun. If I have to rate this game, I guess I'd give it a 4.5 out of 10. It's just one of those games that's really close to me giving it a neutral recommendation, but at the end of the day, I regret my purchase. I regret the time spent on it. So even though it's very ambitious, and this is a game made by one developer, Kucky, he's obviously talented and made a game solo, and there is quite a bit of content for a solo dev project. But there's just not enough depth to make it fun, so therefore I can't recommend this game. There's a thief in my house. Yeah, maybe if it comes down to 99 cents, maybe I could recommend it. $1.99, something like that, but not at $10.